from July 27th, 2002.
Straw motion, we accept the minutes from the last meeting.
Need a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Just bear with me. I'm writing and talking at the same time here.
You're good.
Any public comments? All right. If Bob, you could give us an update, or if you have any comments.
Yeah, the only update I have is on the, as you probably are aware, the speed humps in the village have gone in. After about 3 years of talking about them in the village, asking when will we see them, we finally put in 4 just to see how they're gonna work. Originally, there was 8 slated. There's another one that was supposed to go on Rocky Hollow, one near the parking lot in front of Town Hall, one up on Wyosop Road, and then an additional one on Main over near the library. But we figured we'd start with 4 to see how they work, and then I'm gonna have a meeting in probably March, open to the town, a public hearing to see if the speed humps were a good idea or not. Are we gonna be tearing them out? Are we gonna leave just the 4? Or are we gonna add additional speed humps in? So that'll be a decision by those at the meeting. And I don't have an agenda to have them or not have them. As I think I mentioned before, I just want to listen to what the people had to say, and the people that lived in the village are driving here the most often and are most worried about their safety walking down the road. One of them. So if there's a large number of people that think they were a big mistake, we'll address that. If I've got more positive comments than negative at this point. I like them myself because not that I speed, but does force you to slow down. Now I've got the comments of the people that go over them at 25 and say it's a bit of a bump, but that's what they're supposed to be. I mean, if you went over and didn't feel them, then they wouldn't do much. They wouldn't do much good. So the fact that you go over them, I go over them about 15 miles an hour. It does slow down traffic. We moved the speed sign. There was a digital speed sign on Main. If you came in from Red Onion, I moved that over to, I shouldn't say, Donnie moved it over to Rocky Hollow at my request, only because there's no speed hump on Rocky Hollow, to see if that would maybe slow down traffic on Rocky Hollow coming in from the emergency services building. So that's my update on speed humps. I don't have any other updates at this time.
All right. Billings Lake, any updates or reports?
I have not heard from Deep lately. I know there was some issues over there about 3 weeks ago, where Deep sent down their people to address them. But I guess no news maybe is good news. Brett, maybe you could tell us more since you live in that area, but I have not heard anything from that area in a while.
Yeah, no, it's actually been relatively quiet, with the exception of, I guess, with the way that the parking is set up. So if a trailer doesn't park properly, then no one can actually go around the entire parking lot because it's blocking. And I guess there are cars still parking where we've placed rocks. They can squeeze in any spot. So if there's a car parked, you can't go around the parking lot to get out of there. You have to back your trailer out. So a couple of people have mentioned that maybe we need more rocks, or I don't know if they're just going to park to the side of the rocks or what, but that was that. And then the other thing was, when you do call Deep, when you're down there, I actually made one phone call. They're not eager to get out there to kick anybody off. I called and they said, well, how many people are out there? And there was probably maybe 10 or 15. And he's like, well, what are they doing? I'm like, well, they're swimming. They're not supposed to be swimming. That's the whole point of that. And they were also just being very inappropriate. And I, of course, had my son with me, but they're just, I don't know if they're tired of the calls, but. And then by the time they get there, the people are gone.
Yeah, I know Deep is very short staff right now. Whenever they respond, they could be coming from, as far down as New Haven and
Oh,
even
wow.
farther sometimes.
I didn't realize that, but yeah, so I mean, it's actually been, it's been okay, at the parking lot and things. It's just that there is the concerns with the trailers. And then there was also, I was speaking to one of my neighbors and they're still concerned about that one resident that we have living on our street who drives extremely recklessly. And that's not just on Billings, it's all over town.
Rick, can you message me on who that is so I have a record of that, so maybe I can do something on that for you?
I was wondering if, like, I don't know if Trooper McCarthy can stop by and tell him that he can't drive. Like, he passed me and 2 other cars on Mystic Road.
Well, if you message me, I don't mind composing a letter to send out to him with my concerns and mention, without mentioning anyone's name, that, you know, his play has been reported to us on numerous occasions for reckless driving, and I can get Trooper McCarthy involved if we need to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send you his name.
Thank you.
But other than that, I think it's Billings Lake has been, knock on wood, pretty good.
will tell you this, I found out, which I didn't know. I thought there was no swimming anywhere down there. So I called Yolanda, who's from Deep.
Yeah.
So I got an issue. A person I know in town posted something on a social media page showing people jumping off the rock or jumping off the tree that's over there. And I told him I was pretty disappointed, telling her actually, I was pretty disappointed that they did that because I'm trying to not encourage swimming.
Correct.
And they said they didn't think there was a law against swimming, and that it was only over off the boat ramp that you couldn't swim. So I called Deep to get clarification. And actually Yolanda, and I was surprised they said, yes, we can't enforce no swimming except for where the boat launch is. So that rock, even though it says no
Too
swimming.
far away.
Yeah, has nothing really, she said if people drop off, don't park in their parking lot, and then kids get dropped off there, there's no law that says they can't swim off that big rock, which it's a shame because that's where most of the broken bottles are. That's where the trash is. That's where the problems happen.
But I thought it was too close to the boat launch, so that's why they couldn't even swim there.
Yeah, there is signs to say no swimming, but it's at this point, keep it just within this group. I don't know how would we enforce it because the Deep saying it's not enforceable by them.
Okay.
So I just heap the signs up and hope people realize that they shouldn't swim there. But Jason, you jump on because you had something to say.
You're on mute.
Unmute, Jason. You're muted, kid. You're still muted, Jay. Chris.
There we go. There we go. Hello, everyone. No, I just wanted to kind of piggyback off what you said. I remember when the lady from Deep came out there, the reason there was no swimming was where the boat launch is. So wherever the boat launch, they were concerned that the boats would collide with the swimmers and vice versa. So wherever else on the lake, they said that it's okay. They were just concerned about in the area of the boat launch. That's all.
Jason, were you on the meeting when we were talking about the reckless driver from that?
Yes, I did hear that. And Britt, I don't know if you have my email address or my cell phone number. I will gladly give you that, and you can call me, and that will be confidential if you want, or I can stop up there, whatever is easier for you.
Yeah, he needs to be, I don't actually know if he ever was spoken to when he actually tried to run me off the road.
Well, can you tell me what he drives, or if you don't feel comfortable, then you don't have to say, and we can speak afterwards.
No, it's fine. He drives a Dodge truck or a Ford Edge. He and his wife primarily drives the Ford Edge, but he does drive it because he was driving that when he was following me yesterday or the other day when he passed me. But he does have a Dodge truck. I think it's like navy blue, almost looks black.
All right. I will speak to you after the meeting.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Anything else on Billings Lake?
No, there's only one thing is, I think when there was the email exchange about the sight lines, so pulling out of Billings, it's hard to see because of, I believe shrubbery. You're almost practically into a one, trying to look left and right. I don't know.
Don, you want to?
I don't know if you can actually cut that, because is that technically 201?
So anything from the intersection 10 feet back, certain intersections are 20, 25 feet back, the state's responsible for you. Stop signs, stop bars, shrubbery, all that stuff, anytime it intersects with a state road. So we have to get a hold of, I believe that's covered by the Franklin garage or Baltic.
Yeah, in the summer, it's harder to see because it's grown versus.
Yeah, they haven't been cutting very good this year. They just started on 201 now. They should be up your way. I saw
Oh.
yesterday they were up to Northwest Corner Road, so they were cutting out there.
Okay.
All right, Sleepy Hollow Road and Grindstone Hill Road, where they intersect with Pendleton Hill Road. I guess there's a problem pulling out of these roads because of line of sight. Maybe the residents up there could elaborate a little bit more.
Hi, I'm Megan McCarthy. I'm one of the residents on Sleepy Hollow Road. And I actually made a little video this morning so you guys can see the intersection in case that might be helpful. I'll just, is it okay if I share a screen, or it says host disabled participant screen sharing, so that might not work.
The host is on, so she can allow that. Hold on, I think the host is just gonna go find out how to do that, so hang on.
That's okay. I can kind of tell you about it briefly. We're a dead end street, and where it intersects, if you're, when you look to the left, the way the road dips down and to the left, you can't see cars coming until they're like right, essentially at the intersection, and they're always speeding. So I know pretty much there's probably about a dozen families who live on our road, and everyone has at least one near miss, if not more. But okay, it's gonna let me share this now. Sorry, the beginning's a little slow. And so, yeah, all of us are just kind of hoping there's something that we can do to make that a little more safe. There's one, if you're coming kind of towards Sleepy Hollow Road, there's like one, yellow regulatory sign that says there's a turn coming, but that's it. So.
Don, you have comment on that?
Yeah, so again, we have an intersecting road with a state road that's covered and maintained by the state. District 2 would have to come out and look at that for a redesign or a vegetation cutback, notify the people who live on that road that they're going to cut something or move. For instance, in that situation, you have the mailbox also kind of looks like it blocks the view, and also a telephone pole. So that would also have to, if that was part of the issue, you would have to have those moved. So it all have to be encumbered by the state DOT District 2. We could contact them and get a hold of Corey Hutchinson, who's the director over there, and have them come out and take a look at it. But it would be up to them to make any improvements on that road, not the town.
I think I live on the road too, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
The real problem is extremely limited sight distance. I go to work at 5:30 in the morning, and what I do is I look for headlights. And even when I don't see headlights, I mean, I almost got smoked by a Camaro coming over that hill doing probably 70, who actually couldn't stop in time to miss me, actually passed me in the left-hand lane. It doesn't have a whole lot to do with, it's got more to do with geometry. And every time I pull out of that road, I just I sort of say, hey, I hope this one works, because there is no good way to get out onto that highway without putting somebody's life in danger, whether it's your own or the person coming up the road.
Okay, again, you're talking a redesign of the roadway, leveling or lowering or raising would also have to go through District 2.
Is there a chance that we could get like a parabolic mirror or, some sort of advance notice or something? And I mean, that would be the easiest thing to do.
As far as the mirrors, I gotta look into that. I don't know
Okay.
first of all, I have no idea if that's even gonna help you. If they're gonna be flying that fast, you wouldn't see them in the mirror until they're right on you anyways. Secondly, it has to be set up in a way that when the lights hit it, it doesn't blind drivers coming in, especially at night, coming either
Sure.
way. Or the person pulling out. So I mean, that's one of the things I can look into. I can again ask them.
Okay.
So
I think at this point, anything that you guys can do is going to be an improvement. It's honestly, it's terrifying taking a right onto that road off of Sleepy Hollow. And I know I'm not the only one on the road that thinks that.
Okay.
So is that a daily occurrence of just speeding on that road?
Absolutely. I told you that I had that black Camaro that drove up on me. One of the things that I was going to suggest, actually contacting, state authorities or local authorities was, hey, how about a speed trap off of Sleepy Hollow? I mean, that it's a straightaway that people abuse the hell out of, and we have to take a right-hand turn into that every single day.
So we have a trooper on the meeting, and I'll talk to Jay about setting something up.
I would love to see something that
Change your look.
So
it's
we
terrifying.
are aware of the issue on 49. We just had an enforcement day in town a couple weeks ago and did have guys out there. And then I've been trying to be out there as much as I can in the afternoon, and Jay's trying to when he has time during the day. I mean, we are aware that 49 is definitely a high-speed area. So we have been doing our best to get out there. It's just finding the right spots where we can set up and, catch people is kind of becomes more of the difficulty.
You're always welcome on Sleepy Hollow Road.
Yeah, it's just setting up in the right spots, but we are doing our best for you. So
Yeah, man. Thank you.
And I know Stephen Sawyer, he did suggest, I know he can't attend today, that he thought the mirror was a good short-term solution.
yeah, my only concern with the mirror is that since the speed of the vehicles are coming so fast, that they'll concentrate on looking at the mirror more than they will to the left and right, and then pull out, and the mirror is not going to show that vehicle until it's right on them. That's my only concern.
Most of us actually leave early in the morning. I know I actually follow a train of people out at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So it's pre-dawn. So I know a lot of guys on the road, a lot of families on the road that actually look for they look for headlights, they roll the window down, they wait to hear for cars coming and that kind of thing. So if there's a mirror there, I mean, I think we all know enough to not depend on the mirror, but it's just one added thing that we can use to make sure that we're not pulling out into traffic.
So Don will look into that for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir, could I get your name, the one that's under Megan McCarthy? Could I get your name for the minutes, please?
Sure. My name's Christopher Sanders, Sanders.
Thank you.
And I actually am Megan McCarthy. He's my husband. We also have Pat Anderson, who lives on our road with us today.
Great. Thank you. Thank you for attending, by the way.
Thank you for your attention to this. We really appreciate it.
So
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'm hoping to get an answer for the next meeting from the state, but you know how they work, but I know them over there pretty good, District 2. So I'll make some phone calls, probably tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Any other comments on Sleepy Hollow, Grindstone Hill at 49?
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Any public comments? All right, can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Wasn't there one more topic?
I don't see one.
I thought it was, hold on.
Well, there was 2 intersections, Grindstone and Sleepy Hollow, but I think that we can probably address them both as the same.
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay.
All right, can I get a second to adjourn? All right, Christopher
Oh.
Sanders,
Yeah, Lori did a nice job hosting the meeting. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you. All right, guys, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.